Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance.
And it's Fernandez. Now it's Del Piero. Great defending, strong and determined. Del Piero. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Fernandez. Xavi Alonso. And it's Xavi Alonso. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Couch. McAllister. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Now, can they get him away? Well, the less said about that pass, the better. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Chooses to go cross-field. Couch. Saliba. That is good progress on the left. He's picked his way through. Del Piero! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And it's Del Piero. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Now it's Guti. He's a sharp little ball here. Cafu plays it forward. It's just beyond his reach. Now he's got space here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Albert Ferrer. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, well measured. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Aimed beyond the defence. Fernandez can see things others simply cannot. Del Piero looking to receive it in space. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Gattuso. Del Piero, not the most accurate pass. Now there's a fine ball. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And Del Piero! Not a bad try by any means.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Cannavaro does really well to win the ball there. No, that's been intercepted. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Haaland chasing after it. Maldini is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Cruyff. Now it's Del Piero. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. He'll try from distance!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Haaland. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are...
Oh no, what has happened here? Count! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. Albert Ferrer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Maldini. Looking to play him in. Fernandes. That's a shade optimistic. Oh, whistle's gone, now then! The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Driven in. Oh, what a chance!
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well, there's the clearance. Oh, nice touch. Vitinha with the cross. And that is expertly dealt with. Shapes to shoot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
Volunteers for each block.
So there was the first half.
Tanzania certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So into the second half.
Tanzania are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Looking for options for movement. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. And it's Del Piero. And Del Piero! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Oh, is this it? Have they won it? That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Tanzania have fired themselves in front.
It's so often the case with goal scorers.
Big chance! Oh, he's been caught napping. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And that was neither one thing nor the other.
Haaland certainly had to make his mind up quickly, and he rushed it.
And he's forced to go back. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Cruyff. Good chance here! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
No surprise there. Can't be hesitant in those moments, Peter. Just allowed the defence to regroup and stop the attack.
Well, that pass isn't the best. So we've reached the hour mark. Xabi Alonso gets across to intercept that. And that is a little undercooked. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Vieri, shot could be on. And the finish! And a neat finish! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to set...
Chance! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Substitution.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Tanzania find a position of real strength now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And this is Romario. Saliba defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He won't be happy with that one. That's an imaginative pass. Dani Olmo picks it up out wide. Pirlo. Nice looking ball. Pele providing an outlet on that flank. Pirlo. And he is dashing away. Nicely weighted ball. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for the run. Neymar gets flagged offside. And it's Zanetti. And they win it back again.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Oh, he's bustling through here. And the shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Delivers with whip. Zanetti goes long. Maldini cuts out the pass. Oh, easy pickings there. Tanzania are closing in on a comfortable win. Can he get it through? Takes a shot! And that's a sharp finish! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline.
Number 10.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Tanzania are having a ball here. They've won a corner.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Pass somewhat off target.
There will be
Pirlo.
5 minutes.
That looks a good ball through. Look at the space here. To Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Neymar. Dani Olmo engages and forces him off the ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And this is Pele. Oh, super ball. There's the shot! And that's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Number 20. Romario.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a